Pakistan's hypocrisy has once again been exposed, and the Indian Army continues to battle Pakistan-backed terrorists in the Kairan sector of Jammu and Kashmir. A secret intelligence note with Times Now reveals of a possible bigger conspiracy. Now, the intelligence note reveals that Pakistan-backed terrorists are planning major strikes across Indian cities. Following this intel note, of course, on the 1st of October, an alert has been issued at various cities. Prema Sridevi is joining us on the phone line. Prema, it does look like a very, very specific intelligence that's coming in. Now, what are the major cities where a threat is perceived?
Well, it's an extremely significant information. In fact, we have a copy of the MAC note. MAC is a multi-agency center, and we have a document dated October 1st, 2013. And as you know, MAC is a nodal agency of all intel organizations. And this document very clearly says that the Karachi-based IM terrorists are going to launch trained cadres into India to carry out terror attacks, and that terrorists are planning a major strike in prominent Indian cities, Delhi, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Surat, and some cities in Gujarat are in the target list. In fact, the note goes on to say that explosive-laden vehicles will be used to carry out blasts in target location. And sources have also been telling me that these terrorists have already infiltrated into India on September 23rd from across the LOC. We know what happened in the Kairan sector, the violence and the gun battle that started right from September 23rd. So now we are given to understand that these terrorists infiltrated on September 23rd, and this MAC note very clearly mentions that these Karachi-based IM terrorists, they are going to launch trained cadres into India to carry out terror attacks, and that these terrorists have already infiltrated into India. In fact, this note has been sent to police commissioners of 6 cities and DGPs of 11 states, and that apart, also sources have been telling us that in the last few weeks we have been given to understand there have been movement of trained terrorists who have been carrying explosives and arms with them in the Kairan sector. We have been reporting this since morning today, and the most significant part is this, that these terrorists infiltrated into India, and Pakistan sent these terrorists into India just a week before those bilateral talks, those crucial bilateral talks between Indian Prime Minister and Pakistani Prime Minister.
Right. Right now, of course, as you're talking about, now these are largely perceived to be IM terrorists, of course, which is backed by the Lashkar-e-Toiba from Pakistan. Now, you were talking about the fact that security has been put on high alert across various important cities.
Well, exactly. Security has been put on high alert. In fact, this note has gone to DGPs of 11 states and police commissioners of 6 cities. And there are several cities which are on the target list. I'll just read out from the MAC note. It says, according to an input which the Intelligence Bureau headquarters had received, Pakistan-based Indian Mujahideen terrorists are planning a major terrorist strike in a prominent Indian city, which could include Delhi, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Surat, or any other city in Gujarat. Gujarat is on the target list. In fact, it goes on to say that the perpetrators will use explosive-laden vehicles to carry out blasts at target locations, and Indian Mujahideen leaders operating out of Karachi are likely to launch trained cadres into India for carrying out the attacks. In fact, this is very specific. It even talks about the modus operandi.
Absolutely.
It goes on to talk about how these terror strikes is going to be carried out. It goes on to say that vehicles will be used to carry out these attacks, and specifically mentioning even the cities. And in fact, sources have told me that these terrorists, it seems on 23rd September, when there was an infiltration bid, these terrorists had already infiltrated into India, and the army is, at the moment as we speak, a massive combing operation is also going on.
Right, absolutely, Prema. Now, thanks very much for those details. So that's the latest we're getting. Cities across India have been put on high alert after specific intelligence accessed by intelligence authorities seems to suggest that terrorists belonging to the Lashkar-e-Toiba, of course, the front is the Indian Mujahideen, will be attacking various cities.